So start with classic. I think it's better. So we must find at least three different weather conditions skis. And the first what we do in our team, we cut the skis and measure it with machine like downstairs. And before that, when we put in this machine, we check skis with hands. It's simple. When you put in hands here, I think you know, everyone knows. But what we look how как лаяли, расходится. Tip separates how much it's going. Like you see it pretty, when I push here, it's going, don't go too much separated. And now we know this ski is for old condition or universal, because what we see for cold and universal conditions, we must find where is the dead zone in our language when I translate directly. Hot spot.
They call it dead zone.
Yes, and hot spot must be longer. I don't know how many centimeters or feet. Inches. Yeah, inches.
Centimeters.
Yeah, but more longer skis going like this. More longer, this for very cold conditions. When this area going like tips separated, and как дотрагиваются, ну мало соприкосновения.
Short zone.
Very short, like this. This is more for wet conditions. That's because, how I say it, this area делает больше воды, когда холодная погода.
So that area
creates more water.
in the cold weather.
And when we have too much water, we must resist this away. That's why we look. And after that, we take this machine and check how long this hot spot and kick wax area. Also, so for cold conditions, classic and skate, the lower and softer grip wax area, when we measure it from here, how high ski is going. And for warm condition, skis is more higher and stiff. Then you can put clister or something like that. So the second, third skis, no wax or something like that, or universal. We look something in the middle, about this and this areas, and more softer, less stiff. So some questions, because I right now a little bit nervous. Maybe.
So what from Sergei just asking, so the longer that dead zone of hot spot, so the better it is. And for cold conditions, and the shorter that zone is, the better it is for
wet conditions.
So if you have 3 pairs, so that's what I was asking. So if you have 3 pairs, so you pretty much, and you want to find really good cold ski. So out of those 3, first you're going to check the tips to make sure that they, so for the cold they need to stay
Together?
Yeah, and then they look for that dead zone.
Yeah, you can.
So the longer that dead zone will be, the cold ski that will be.
We have here 2 pairs. You can.
When you have a cold ski versus a warm ski, and you want to kind of get that third, that universal, what would you be more driven towards if you're kind of in that middle portion of it?
Ну-ка, я не все понял.
Если, например, где-то посередине не там и не там, что это больше подойдет лучше, холодное или теплое?
Если она средняя, да? Тогда следующую надо смотреть, насколько высота. You must look higher.
Look at the height of the camper.
Look, this is for cold condition, more cold conditions. And then you put this, the tips going more separately. And also the end of the skis. When the warm conditions, the end of the skis must go the same like the tip.
I help.
Oh.
So as Sergei was saying, the same.
All done good.
At the back of the ski for that dead zone, the same thing. So the longer the dead zone, the back and the front, the better it is for the cold. And
So if you don't have this machine like downstairs or some machines, you can use this, we call it CompuFlex, like here is, and putting 50%, 75% on the skis, 7 centimeters under balance, and you take your business card and putting between skis, and then you can see where the start hotspot and when the end. For us, very important this hotspot, how quickly he's growing, because if it's growing very quickly, it's plastic like this or hotspot, and snow like this or track. The ski, not ski, this hotspot pushing and собирает снег вперед, collects the snow, and this ski is not very good. What happened after, on the end, in hotspot, it doesn't matter how quickly he's going, because ski is going straight away here and also here. So in classic, what the second part, what we check, where the заканчивается, ended, заканчивается этот grip wax.
Что заканчивается?
Ну, это колодка.
Oh, so we're pretty much the end of the foot, or the end of the kickbox pocket.
Yeah. And when this kick wax ended here, we take only 23 centimeters from balance. This is the maximum. Because after that, hotspot starting. And not very good skis when hotspot starting under heels.
Right under the heel.
Under the heel.
So it needs. So if I understand correctly, you're talking about a skate ski. You're talking about the back or the rear contact portion. But when you press down, you don't want the contact to come forward of the foot. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. In front of the heel.
Okay.
Always we're looking always the hotspot after the heel.
So that hot spot starts behind the heel.
So this ski, for example, contacts at 100%. It's in front of the foot.
100.
And just, 'cause that's-
Yeah, but
yes.
you must put 50%
Okay, 50%.
because you're staying
Just behind the foot then.
behind it.
It's back here.
Yeah, this is better.
Okay.
100% when you're staying like this, in 1 foot, 50% you're going always into legs. Так, пускай. Some question more from you, maybe.
23 centimeters.
It's our system.
That's how far back?
After testing, we found this 23 centimeters. It's good skis for our skiers. Maybe some teams measuring this how they want. But for us, when we have 22 distance men, 22 women's, 20 sprint guys, we found this system for us. And now we work 4 years for Russian team, for Estonian guys, and we bring in Russian team this system. And it seems now it's very good for this team, for this technique, because some Germany guys skiing classic like more upper, our guys more here, not more like this, and our guys more running on the skis. Before that, I was in Estonian team, like I asked you, 14 centimeters for kickbox area. You put skis вперед, forward. For Estonian team was 15 and a half. It depends from sportsmen and team and technique what they use.
In another one, we were talking downstairs. Sergei said we for pressing the ski, so they use 14 centimeters behind the balance point. I'm not sure what everybody else. Okay, what do you guys use? How far back when you flex the ski?
We don't really have set. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, when it's on the.
Yeah.
15.
15.
Yeah.
That's close. But that's what the hot spot.
Yeah. The hot spot. You must measure it with this card so much when you understand, and after measurement you must test. You understand where the hot spot starting. For me, it's starting here when I measured with my hands. And then what I look, or we look in our team, how big pressure,
How much pressure is
how much pressure. It's pretty much for this. It's maybe for the ski for hard track conditions, and more for not very cold. And not universal, I think 10 minus 15 Celsius. Like you see, this is okay, but it's not very good for wet conditions. For wet conditions, what we must find about like 5 centimeters, like that.
And what about on the power?
Yeah. It starts very quickly. It's not right now very good. Like I said, snow collecting here when you're skiing.
It's a very stiff ski.
Yeah. Yeah, now these two areas show us this is 10 minus 15 degrees. This is okay because 40, the Sportsman is 80 kilos.
That's a very stiff ski. That's why
And
pick your difficult ski.
I don't know these skis very much.
It's a special ski. Look at the tips opening.
Yeah, for soft track